No, cut, take two.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? How's it going? Welcome to the Bass Guy Show. I hope you're well wherever you are. Please, arrête. And that's how the show works. I have sound effects and whatnot. I'm always a little bit nervous at the beginning of the show, so I try to release the pressure. Self-inflicted pressure. Not very funny, so I have a laughing track there. And you're watching the Bass Guy Show. If we look out the window of the Bass Guy Show, you can see it's kind of rain snowing. It's rowing. And we're here in Montreal. Keep your eyes on the bird feeder. You might spot a blue jay, a cardinal, Flint the Lint, or maybe a chickadee or something. Here comes a live white car, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 1051 of the Bass Guy Show. My real name is Jack Casey. I play the bass guitar. I'm going to be looping some drums and bass and guitar and stuff today. We're going to be doing different segments today as well. We're going to be doing the weather with Frankie McDonald all the way from Sydney, Nova Scotia. And Mike the Can Man will call in from Boston to us in Montreal. And we also have another special show and tell for you today. We're going to take a look back. We're going to take a look back at the past, different segments. The reason I started this show is because I have a bad back, and rather than giving up music, I decided to do this little show, and well, it just kept going. Sorry, eh? Please subscribe to our channel right here on YouTube. Some ways of helping out the show are by sharing, subscribing, sharing it out there, retweeting it, put it on your Facebook or whatever the flip you use, and give us a thumb up. Put your thumb right up the Bass Guy Show. Give us a thumb up. You're watching the replay, leave a comment under the video. All of these things help the show.
Order your pizza and order Chinese food. Buy case of Pepsi, buy case of Coke. Make sure if your furnace is ready to turn on your furnace to keep those warm. Drink lots of green tea, white tea, red tea. Drink lots of green tea, warm.
Frankie McDonald from Nova Scotia. How you doing today, Frankie?
I'm doing great so far. I'm at the Walmart right now. It's been raining hard in Sydney and Halifax and all. It's been snowing a lot in New Brunswick lately. And Montreal is pretty cold. It's going to bring windy conditions to Montreal and Toronto and all across Southern Ontario, Northern Ontario.
That's right, Frankie. It was a little bit nice and warm this morning, but it's just starting to cloud over. And
there's severe weather in southern states like in Arkansas and all these places in the southeastern United States.
Wow, sounds like you're on the ball today, Frankie. You're on top of the weather. What else is happening in the world with weather?
It's going to bring some rain and snow in Spain next week, in Europe.
Okay, so it looks like spring's not going to be coming. The good weather won't be coming for like another month, I suppose.
And Japan's going to get stormy weather too. And Australia is still really hot yet.
Okay, well, that's great. So you're at the Walmart, did you say?
Yes, I'm at the Walmart.
What's it like there right now? Is it busy?
It's busy in the Walmart, and the kids are in school. And once kids get to school, it's really busy. Walmart was really busy a couple weeks ago because of March break.
Okay, what kind of things were all the people buying at Walmart?
DVDs and all different sorts of stuff, replacement inks for printers and computers and Chesterfields and clothes and things like that, and toys for kids.
Okay, great. I hope they picked up some Frankie McDonald books. Are any more of the books available?
And at Chapters Indigo Bookstore and Amazon.
Can you tell us quickly about the book for any new viewers, Frankie?
My book is Be Prepared, Find-Out Guide to Life, Weather, and Everything. It's written by Sarah Soller. And I'm the author of my book, Be Prepared.
Talking about Sarah Soller, Frankie McDonald, I re-released some old Bass Guy videos. I put out the interview of Ben Campbell and Sarah Soller on the Bass Guy Show. Did you see it?
Yes.
Okay, and I also watched your new videos about the life of Frankie McDonald in 2 parts.
Part 1 and Part 2.
Gajan is here, and she's asking, Frankie, do people still buy DVDs?
What?
Do people still buy DVDs?
DVD, Blu-ray, combo, and DVDs, and 4K.
If anybody has any questions for Frankie McDonald on the chat board, you can ask your questions now, and we'll give you a shout out, and Frankie will say hello. Frankie, did you have your lunch today?
I had a hamburger for lunch. Hey, did you hear about that? I'm on Rob Slim show on Wednesday, April 24th at 9:30 p.m. Atlantic time.
Did you hear that I'm on the Rob and Slim show on April 24th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time?
Yeah, over in Ukraine and Russia, people don't even speak English over Ukraine.
How do you speak to them then?
That means people wouldn't understand me over there because they speak their own language.
Okay. We have Gajan saying, thank you, Frankie. So
Hi, Gajan. I'm doing great so far.
You're doing great all the time. You're mostly in a good mood, aren't you, Frankie?
What?
You're in a good mood all the time, it seems. You're a happy person. That's really cool.
Yeah.
You're an inspiration to people, and you just ignore the haters and trolls, and you just get on doing good things. I think that's probably the secret to life.
I got Russia. I sent you Russia Today's phone number and Japanese TV station.
Okay, that's right, RT. Thank you, Frankie. I've actually been trying to call, like I said I would. I've been trying to call CTV Montreal, but the line is busy a lot of the time, so it's hard to get through. Should I keep trying?
Yes. You have to try to call Russia today because they mentioned me in November 2016 for my 7.8 magnitude earthquake prediction in New Zealand under viral video.
Okay, the world needs to learn about Frankie McDonald. What are some of your messages to the world, Frankie?
What?
What do you have to say to the world? What would you like to tell the world?
Go to my YouTube channel, Dogs and Wolves, aka Frank McDonald, and link my Facebook profile to them.
Okay, and your YouTube is doing better and better. How many subscribers do you have now?
Close to 194,000 subscribers.
That's incredible. Can we see the mall a little bit, Frankie? Are you inside the Walmart?
Yes, I'm inside the Walmart.
What aisle are you in right now? Where are you right now? You're at the Mario. I see a Mario in the back. It's like a video game section.
That's Nintendo. They sell a lot of video games there for people playing video games and movies and things like that.
We have a question here from Gujan. She's asking, Frankie, when is the polar vortex leaving?
Pretty soon. Then they got a polar vortex coming in Greenland and places like that. And it's going to bring more Santa Ana winds to California later on this week.
Did anyone try to play any April Fool's Days jokes?
Not this year.
Not this year. Do you have any jokes for me, Frankie? Any new jokes?
There's a bubble gum on your left sock.
I'm not falling for that one again. You almost got me, Frankie. You like comedy. What kind of comedy do you like?
I did a guy dancing video last night.
I saw that. Can we show it today on our show?
Yes.
Okay, great idea. We'll do that. You dance, but you don't use music, do you?
I don't put music in my video.
So I guess some people take the video and put music, like a mashup kind of thing?
Yeah.
We have a question here from New York. Would Frankie ever live in Antarctica?
No, because not enough stuff there.
There's not enough what? There's no shopping malls and stuff like that up there, right? It's just
no
cold.
shopping malls, no activities there because it's mostly for scientists go down there to do research. They're really busy doing research work.
Okay. Hey, Frankie, in Nova Scotia, do you have like a biodome or a science center or anything like that?
What?
Do you have like any museums in Nova Scotia? Museums and stuff?
Cause the host Miners Museum, Fortress of Lewisburg. Cause the host is in downtown Sydney and Beaton Institute at Cape Breton University get old pictures of Sydney.
Okay, and I remember being on the boardwalk with you, and I saw the big ships in the dock, and there was a Legion there, isn't there?
What?
There was a Legion. Do you ever go to the Legion on the boardwalk?
I was at the Legion. I was at Steel City. I was at the Black Diamond. I was at the Henry Street Club. I was at the Cave. I was at the other places as well.
I remember once you told me did you meet the chief of police in Nova Scotia?
February 2014.
What other people have you met, Frankie?
I met Mayor Cecil Clark in 2016. I met the Member of Parliament in 2015.
And you met Gajen too, didn't you?
Yes. I met Mark Ike met me in 2015. Chief of Police met me in 2014. And the other person named Cecil Clark, he met me in 2016.
So what's going on with you and social media these days? Are you using Instagram? What are you using?
Yes, I'm doing great so far. And I had a lot of shares for all the national news from CTV.
Gajen is asking, Frankie, were you at the cave last night?
I was at the cave last night.
What were you doing there? Were you disco dancing?
I was talking to the guy. The man got in the picture taking with me at the cave.
I saw that. Just some guy just came into the photo with you, right?
The guy works at the cave.
Okay. Do you ever dance when you're at the cave?
I danced at the cave.
You do dance?
That means when he went to the cave, I was with Monica then.
Yeah, you were with Monica, and Gajen and I went to the cave, one of the main bars in Sydney, Nova Scotia, and yeah, we went. Well, I didn't. I had a beer. Gajen was disco dancing on the dance floor.
And I was with Monica then.
Yeah, and you went swimming and stuff, right?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do this summer?
Don't know yet.
So I'm looking out the window. We're in Montreal. All the snow's melting. It's the battle between winter and spring, and it's getting a little bit colder again all of a sudden.
In Montreal.
When do you think my garden will start growing, Frankie?
It's going to gradually, one thing at a time, all across eastern United States and eastern Canada, and all the way down to southern states.
When are the trees going to start getting leaves over here?
What?
When will the trees start to grow green leaves?
Sometime in May or June.
Okay. So what's happening right there, right now, at the mall?
At the Walmart, a lot of people are shopping there. They're busy shopping.
So I'm excited to be on the Rob and Slim show, and as you're going to be on it as well, and that's on your birthday, isn't it?
Yeah, if you will return to Sydney.
I will return to Sydney, yeah? I would love to come back to Sydney to see you again, Frankie. It was really fun.
Yeah.
Would you ever come to Montreal, do you think?
What about Rob and Slim? They never been to Sydney yet.
No, they haven't been to Sydney. I should keep telling them that they have to come over to see you, right?
Yes. What about that other Gary and Dino? They never been to Sydney yet from Los Angeles.
No, but the Bass Guy show has been to see you, right?
Yeah, Gary and Dino and Rob and Slim show and Drinks to Larry live. And Jason Marshall, we don't have folk. He's never been to Sydney yet.
Yeah, none of those people have been to see you, but the Bass Guy show has been to see you. We came to see you, Frankie. We had a great time on the boardwalk, at the cave, on the Cabot Trail, and it's an amazing place.
Did they have any road construction when they went on the Cabot Trail last year?
Yes, they did. They had road construction exactly the spot where I went to go get the photograph where I was when I was a toddler, so we couldn't get there, and we met a construction guy who was probably some kind of like wizard prophet dude, and he let us go through the gravel. He let us go through all the construction site and take the photo in the same... Remember that photo of me as a toddler, Frankie?
Yeah.
That's where there was construction, but the guy was smoking. The construction worker was smoking. He was vaping, and he let us through, so it was fun.
They tore up the pavement.
They tore up the pavement. Yeah, it must be a lot of work to build roads around the Cabot Trail.
Yes.
Who was Cabot? Cabot was an explorer, and he built that road, didn't he?
Back in 1492.
1492, and did they build the Cabot Trail in his name?
Yeah,
obviously.
they named it.
Okay, so yeah, and I've been as I said before in the last show, the Trailer Park Boys has a new show on Netflix. It's the animated series of the Trailer Park Boys, and they're. Can you tell us anything about the Trailer Park Boys and their relationship?
Randy is the guy to eat cheeseburgers.
He what?
Randy is the guy to eat cheeseburgers. That's one of them.
Yeah, from the Dirty Burger, and but they're all friends and they love each other and they take care of each other. It's very unfortunate that John Dunsworth passed away, I think last year. The Trailer Park supervisor. He was a theater actor as well. He was one of my favorite actors.
And did you hear about that? Did you hear about that? You need a guy to do the politics on your show.
Yeah, we're this is an official shout out Frankie McDonald says that we need someone to do a politics segment on our show. So if you know a
Yeah.
lot about the world and stuff, what would they talk about, Frankie?
Donald Trump and things like that.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Do you think Donald Trump will read your book?
That means you got to send him. What happens if you send him a copy of my book?
If I send him a copy of your book, he'll probably never see it because he's too busy. But you never know. You never know what will happen. So what are you going to do with the rest of your day today, Frankie?
Just relax at home after Walmart.
Okay, sometimes it's good to relax. So you need to get your energy back. It's a lot of work going around to the mall, doing your videos, talking to
You've
people.
never been to Halifax yet?
No, I never went. I wanted to go, but it was like a 2-hour detour, so we didn't have enough time, Frankie. When we came to see you, we were like every day driving like 12 hours a day, like just nonstop. Drive. We were doing so much. It was
You've
like
never been to Citadel Hill yet?
to where? Signal Hill?
Citadel Hill in Halifax.
What is that? Is that like Makeout Point or something? What
Close
is
to
it?
downtown Halifax. It's like an old citadel.
Oh, okay, cool, beautiful. I'd love to see that. You never know, Frankie. Maybe this summer. I can't promise anything, but I would
You'll
love
probably
to.
go to Halifax prior to see me in Sydney.
Okay, yeah. Maybe we can, go down there and check it out. That would be fun. So Frankie McDonald, before we part, what are you going to be doing with your stand-up comedy? Is that still a thing?
Yeah, stand-up comedy. I'll be doing a world tour.
Okay, where would you like to start your first leg of your world tour?
Sydney, Nova Scotia will be the starting spot.
You'll start small and work your way up.
Yes.
Well, I believe in you, Frankie, and you're an inspiration to us all. You're an international treasure.
People
And-
buy my action figures.
Yeah, you got
Again.
action figures, you got the bobblehead dolls. You're doing amazing things, Frankie. Before you go,
A lot of people are buying my action figures again because of that DJ incident.
oh yeah, the DJ incident, but it kind of ended well, eh? Because you both made peace live on TV.
Yes.
Well, that's good of you, Frankie. You're a big person. A lot of people can't do that. It's very hard for a lot of people just to
What happens
forgive.
if some other bad guy starting to say bad stuff about me? That means I could be on TV again.
That's amazing, Frankie. So it's kind of good if people are mean to you. I'm just joking, but so you're saying if people are mean to you, you'll be on TV again.
Yeah.
And who's the joke on now? It's on them, isn't it?
Yeah. And if another negative person from the States does that, that means I could be interviewed by a lot of TV stations.
Oh man, I hope can you be negative to me and then maybe we'll be on TV or
That means Gary Bruce will say bad stuff about me.
well, he's got nothing better to do, I guess, eh?
There's something better to do. He apologized to me.
He apologized to you on TV, didn't you? And he looked right in the camera, and it was, in a way that was
Well, that's another bad guy starting to say something bad about me on his social media.
you've had like you're world famous, Frankie. So
There could be one bad guy right after another saying bad stuff about me.
Sloppy's saying we should orchestrate the drama. So like you're taking something bad and you're turning it into something good, like the
Yes.
compost. That's amazing, Frankie. That's very compassionate and intelligent of you. A lot of people can't do that. So I mean, it's hard for me at least.
What about
anyway.
meteorologist Kevin Martin from Southern California Weather Authority website, formerly the Weather Space? You can Google meteorologist Kevin Martin.
But it's absolutely true, and I know everyone's always talking about online bullying and stuff like that, and you have feelings, Frankie. Everybody has feelings. Even trolls have feelings. But if someone,
some other bad guy start to saying bad stuff about me again.
yeah, if someone starts saying bad stuff about Frankie, it just makes you more powerful, doesn't it?
Yes,
How does that make you feel?
it makes me feel great.
Okay, good.
There's
That's
one
good.
bad guy right after another.
Is there one bad guy right after the other? It's like a regular thing.
It could be another bad guy. Could be meteorologist Kevin Martin. There's another bad guy out there.
Why are people bad, Frankie?
They have nothing better to do.
What should they?
have no life.
They have no life. Okay. I'm having so much fun. So Frankie, we're talking about drama. We're talking about people blaming other people for their own mistakes. We're talking about people not taking responsibility. We're talking about trolls. We're talking about projection and narcissism and all these kinds of things. What should people do to try and get rid of this kind of attitude in the world where we compare and compete?
That means that they have to accept their apology.
That's right. And then what
Here's
happens?
the Walmart, Sydney, people doing shopping there.
What kind of things are they buying today, Frankie?
All different things.
Okay, I thought it said "let's stop" on the board, but it says "slop let's." So trolls, negative people. I think hurt people. We all do it, but some people have nothing better to do, and they just say bad things to Frankie, and then Frankie just gets even more famous.
Yes.
And well, Frankie, you're a great guy. We all look up to you, and I really believe in what you're doing. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
And that means that my action figures, go to frankieactionfigure.com to order my action figures.
Well, I'm glad you brought up the action figure. I was cleaning up the other day. I'm starting to do spring cleaning, and I put my action figure that I bought back in the box, Frankie, just because I wanted to show people the box. I'm showing it to them right now. There's a beautiful picture on the back that says "Earthquake Warning," and there's beautiful artwork. And inside, of course,
that's my video in 2010.
Yeah, it says "Be Prepared," and this was made by Ben Campbell. And if you go on my website, which is baseguyshow.com,
you'll be anytime soon.
If you go to my YouTube, on my YouTube, you can find an interview with me, Frankie, with Ben Campbell, Frankie, and myself. And that interview is now available. I put up some new videos, Frankie, of old, cool interviews. How's your action figure sales doing?
It picked up again since after that incident on Sunday night.
So some guy goes and trolls you and causes a big thing, gets hundreds, probably thousands of people upset, and what happens? You end up selling more action figures.
Yeah.
Nothing like a good scandal, eh, Frankie?
Yeah.
Yes, hurt people hurt people. Well, I guess when you're hurt and you know, but I personally don't think that drugs, alcohol, having a hard childhood, poverty, those aren't licenses to do what you want. No matter what your life situation is, I know it affects you, but you do have choice. And you need to, not that I'm flawed. I make mistakes all the time, Frankie, but we always have choice, and we can't blame it on other things. We just have to make
what happens if it's some other, it could be another bad guy, and they're starting to say bad stuff about me again? That means they'll be on the news again.
Yeah, and you'll sell more T-shirts, and you'll sell more bobbleheads. It's a scandal. But you do actually forgive the guy, don't you?
I forgive them.
Okay, and you've met him before, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just a mess up, a screw up, but, it's hard to just say you screwed up when it's so articulate. My Frankie action figure still sits shotgun in my car. So we have a fan of the show here, Frankie. Her name is Lynn, and she bought she bought an action figure, and it's in her car right now in Texas.
Yes.
What if someone from Texas said something bad about you, Frankie?
That means I'll be on a Texas TV station, possibility U.S. national news.
So I think you're right, Frankie. I need to learn this right now because I've been going through some stresses the last couple of weeks or months of dealing with problems. The best way to deal with a problem, Frankie, what is it?
I ignore them.
Exactly. Just ignore them and move on. So Frankie McDonald, I'm having a great conversation with you today. Why are you such in a great mood?
Just happy.
Okay, so on that happy note, can you tell us maybe a few
unless another bad person says bad stuff about me again.
Yeah, and then maybe they'll end up going to the hospital and the doctor will throw them in the garbage.
that won't be good.
That's that hospital joke.
Yeah.
So we've got the hospital joke. We've got the joke about the door-to-door sales, dog barking, the Price is Right. What other jokes? Can you remember any?
Oh, about they have to bring dog treats to work.
Can you tell me the dog treats to work joke, please?
Like bring dog treats. That's a Bell Fiber Rock door-to-door or Eastlink door-to-door sales agent will say, bring dog treats to work next time.
Oh, so the dogs don't bark at you or try to bite you.
Yeah.
I used to deliver the Montreal Gazette newspaper, Frankie, and I was always scared of dogs. They were always barking at me.
barking and barking and growling.
Yeah, you started your first YouTube channel, Dogs and Wolves, because you were
Two dogs chased me down the street on October 24th, 2008.
2008. That's right, and I remember
Two
now.
dogs chased me down Victoria Road, Wentney Pier.
Were you making videos back then?
No. I
start-
just did videos of scenery. Two dogs chased me down the street on October 24th, 2008.
I remember before I came back to Canada, Frankie, I was living in Scotland, and I was watching your videos. I found you when you started in 2011, right?
Yeah. Do you remember my severe earthquake warning video in 2010?
I do indeed. What did that do for you, Frankie?
That was my very first viral video. My video made it to Fox 5 News.
Yeah. So this is great, Frankie. You deal with bullies and haters and trolls and people who try to take advantage of other people really well, and you just blow it off and you move on. And if anybody says anything about you, you just become more world famous.
Yes.
Amazing. You're doing great all the time, Frankie. We have someone on the board here saying Frankie happy makes the whole world happy.
Yeah. I make the whole world happy, unless a bad guy says stuff about me again.
And then what happens?
Then I'll be on the news for him, for that.
Okay. But are you okay though, Frankie? You sure it doesn't bother you? You're great. It really actually doesn't bother you.
Doesn't bother me at all.
But people shouldn't be mean though, should they, if they can help it?
Yeah, then they owe me apology.
Yeah, and what about forgiveness? Can you say anything about forgiveness?
They forgive me, and that means they will forgive for that. What about that meteorologist, Kevin Burton? He's being rude to me over my weather reports.
Will you forgive him?
And if it doesn't work, that means I could end up on the international news because of Kevin Burton.
What if Donald Trump said something mean about you?
That means I'll be on a lot of news.
You'd be all over the world, Frankie. He says
Yeah.
mean stuff all the time. I don't know about that, but wow. This has been a great conversation, Frankie. So will you call back on the... Well, first of all, what's happening with the weather in the rest of the world?
That means it's been raining in eastern United States and Canada. It's going to be high winds in Ontario. It's going to be more severe weather in southern states. In California, it's going to get Santa Ana winds. It's going to bring a lot of rain in Vancouver, British Columbia later this week.
Will you call back on Friday, Frankie, for the Bass Guy Show?
Yes, I'm Frankie. You're listening to the Bass Guy Radio Show. Be prepared.
Thank you, Frankie.
Make sure to read the booth, put the jacket, pass the cuffs, start to ski base.
Ladies and gentlemen, Frankie McDonald with the weather live from Sydney, Nova Scotia, to the comfort of your own home or phone. You're watching the Bass Guy show. I haven't played that song in a long time. My arm is gonna fall off. I had a busy. Anyways, no excuses. You're just gonna have to get a lot tougher, Bass Guy. The worst is when you spiral into your consciousness and you think that maybe other musicians are watching you and judging you, and I'm too old for that shit. I'm just gonna die one day. I just want to have fun, make some music, hang out with my friends, be nice to people, and have fun, be happy. Look, there's Scarlet the Cat. Scarlet the Cat is on top of the amplifier. I can feel it today. It's a hump day. It's quiet. People are tired. It must just be like the hangover of winter. You go through 5 months of winter, especially up here in the north of Canada, and you're just tired, you're sick, and then the weather gets nice, and then it gets cold again. It's like blah. And so how do we celebrate? By spring cleaning. You feel like shit and you're tired and exhausted? Well, then clean up after everybody. Spiral out of your consciousness. I didn't mean to say that, but I think you know what I mean, eh? Let me just put my bass down so I can focus and then maybe speak English betters. So there you go, a little fretless bass song there. I learned that years ago and it's always stuck with me. I really like it. If you want to check it out, it's a song called Cato by Michel Donato and Alain Cano. And I missed part of it out there, but that's just, yeah, just a cloudy, kind of cloudy, sunny day. It's nice out, but I'm going to open up the curtains actually 1 second. Watch the Bass Guy Show and all your streams will come true. So I hope you're well wherever you are. Let's keep an eye on the chat board here. Jeeve probably judges, joking. I miss Jeeve. I miss the chickens too. Where is Jeeve? Jeeve said that I think Jeeve commented that ever since we moved back to YouTube, that he got lost in the move over. He got lost, so I don't know. Hey, would you watch this show? So let's go to Show and Tell, talking about Jeeve. Jeeve actually made the theme song to the jingle you're about to hear. This is Bass Guy Show and Tell featuring Dr. Nair Mumstead. You kids enjoyed the last Show and Tell so much, I made a new one for you. And this is Dr. Nair Mumstead and myself around 2015, 2016, back in the old days when we were, jazz lords, jazz loafs. Here's Bass Guy's Show and Tell with the theme music made by Jeeve Stones.
Show and tell is what we're gonna do. It might be old to him, but new to you. And it doesn't even matter if you've seen it before. Bass Guy, show and tell. Show and tell.
So Doc is going to read one of the jokes from the Bob Phillip More Good Clean jokes. We're just waiting for a page number, so please hold, Doc. Okay, so we have page 82, Doctor.
Page 82, okay.
Sometimes there's anecdotes or something, so there's like long jokes, so... Hold on, wait for it. This
is to the New Enlightenment Industries facility. Yeah, that's what it's all about, people. We'll be like bright shining stars in our community, fine upstanding citizens, caring for the needs of others. Okay, that's out.
Okay, so there's the cake thing. We also... It's okay, we burned a hole in the green screen. It's okay, Doc, don't worry about it. It's all impermanence, eh? Nothing...
Down on this. Are you ready for a close-up of this?
Yeah, I'm trying to get the camera to work, but Flint the Lint is messing it up. There we go.
Close-up on this? Yeah, it is. I'll burn my finger.
We burnt... Oh, no, Doctor burnt his finger and the green screen.
This is what we're here. And this is... I'm going to receive this shaka blessing, this shaka morsel in my jazz gullet.
Oh my God, the whole thing in one bite. Oh, it smells like burning plastic and flesh in here. It smells like... Is it still on fire or something? That's okay. So, maybe if we could get a close-up on the floor. We got cake, we've got burnt green screen, and some skin flesh on the floor. How you feeling, Doc? Oh, it stinks in here. Oh man, you okay? Receive the morsel, sister. I'm doing a bad job of reading the comments here. Can he eat his boogers again? Asked Sloppy Unfocus. I prefer coal. They remember you eating the coal and your boogers. Why is there cake? Why is there cake? Because it's talking cake week. It is cake week on the Bass Guy Show. But today we're just kind of letting it go. I think the doc is up to something. Let us please have silence in the studio, please.
Just going to get myself a glass of water.
Okay.
Yeah. calculation?
It's 5,040.
5,040 bagels a day.
5,040 bagels.
That's what it's all about, you, the listener, and your enlightenment. That's why for only $45 a month, you can join Enlightenment Industries and come and live at our new facility. Be ready.
Gentlemen, Barry Vegas.
Hey, how are you? How are you? How are you? It's good to be here. It's good to be here in Las Vegas. Let me tell you. You know, they got some good grocery stores around here. The other day I went in shopping. I saw paper towels on special. Bounty, the quicker picker upper for $2.99 for 2 rolls. It said, buy more and save. So I didn't buy it. I mean, what is this? They tell you, come on in. This dishwasher is $5.99.99, and it's going for $4.99.99. Come in and save $100. You don't save $100, you wanker. You're blowing $4.99 on a dishwasher. You're not saving anything.
The mothership is coming. We're all going to blast off into infinity.
Yeah.
So thank you, really, everybody. We want to thank the Bass Gang. You've just watched the Bass Guy show. It's Bake a Cake Week, the last day on Constant Window. We have one more show tonight, December 2nd, 2016. BassGuyShow.com for all of your Bass Guy show needs. The price of grapes has gone up again. And today's show is brought to you by Enlightenment Industry. It's been Cake Week, so go bake yourself a cake. Let's just listen to some music and look at cakes. Thanks, Doc, for being here, eh? Okay, Doc, you ready? We're going to roll the credits now, okay?
For working with color, which is a lot less complicated than it looks.
Show and tell is what we're gonna do. It might be old to him, but new to you. And it doesn't even matter if you've seen it before. Bass Guys, show and tell. Show and tell.
So there's another look back at the past. I need to start to get, well, I'm getting into the rhythm of it. 1,051 shows. Getting into the rhythm of doing the clips and the weather and the sports and everything. Like I just said, where's Can Man? And he just appeared. I think that's how it works. You just go, where's Can Man? And he just appears. So when is the sports on? In 8 minutes. Okay, I'm just going to jam for a little bit and wait for the Can Man to call. Hope you enjoyed Show and Tell. Hope you enjoyed the weather with Frankie McDonald. And let's just do a spontaneous jam and just see what happens. Hello to Rich Burgundy Gold. I think the Bass Guy show always takes a while just to warm up, to get in tune, to get everything working, moving and shaking. I'm still having trouble with the new software. We rebuilt our computers. We had to reinstall internet and do a whole bunch of things. It took way too long. and we endured it, and we outlived the battle, and now we're here. We're going to keep going, keep positive, creating positive energy moving forward, and I hope you're enjoying the little jam today. I can't be anyone else other than who I am, so I'm just going to play the bass. If you like this show and you'd like to help support the show, you could always subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel right here, right now. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for sports with Mike. No, it's not. No. Looks like Mike's having problems again. I haven't seen a bird on the show in like a year. Seriously. There's been like not one single bird on the bird feeder in like a year. I went and bought expensive bird seed. I'm not going to eat for a week now. Yeah, it's funny now. We've got the fancy bird seed now, and no birds. I think we done killed all the birds. So we're waiting for Mike the Can Man. Now, Mike, can you hear me this time?
I'm Michael Peter Mahone for the Bass Show!
How's it going, Mike?
Well, we got some very sad news today. This past Tuesday, we got some late-breaking news at the the AAF, American Alliance of Football, will announce its suspensions operations this past Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The announce of the league is just after Tom Durkin sunk a $70 million cash into the upstart of Football League. The AAF has 8 weeks of competition before more of training, including the championship game. Jeff Sherman was the Westgate Las Vegas Super Bowl that will refund all the future on the games and will win to the AAF championship game on Arlington, Texas at A&T Stadium. It's a very sad day to all of the 8 teams voted on the suspended operations for 2019, which means the AAF is now switching on to the XFL for upcoming for next season's 8 new teams of its franchises under the leadership of Vince McMahon.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Mike the Can Man. Our thoughts go out to the families involved. I'm sure he had a great legacy, right?
It is not the legacy, it's the league that's what really matters. But speaking of that is the out-of-control main event that Ronda Rousey easily defeats the Riot Squad, and then the ball begins to start the fight with Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch.
How's Becky Lynch doing, Mike?
Becky Lynch is doing his own valuable ways. And the reason is what Becky Lynch is one thing that's left to say. Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and Ronda Rousey, they were out of control. Security has tried to restrain them, and then later on, the police the Washington, D.C. Police Department, and it always came out to be it was out of control. The all-press charges were also disorderly conduct. They was to continue the fighting all the way to the outside arena, into the backstand, all the way to the Washington Police Department. It was a very shame when it was out of control.
Wait, Mike, isn't that like if they're wrestling and they end up filming it on TV and they end up in the police station fighting, isn't that like pretend theater?
No, it's real out there.
Is it real? Like it's really real wrestling?
Yeah,
even though they're on the street.
It was totally out of control. I just couldn't believe with my own eyes. She was definitely
it's real.
It's out of control. And
Hashtag real.
Yep. And now and speaking of that, there will be a main event for the women's title. That who will be the undisputed champion? Is it Becky Lynch? Is it? Give me a lot of pause. Is it Becky Lynch?
Oh, okay. Wait. Sorry. Okay, there. 1 second. There you go. Is it Becky Lynch?
Is it Becky Lynch? Is it Charlotte Flair? Or the odds-on favorite 1 to 10 odds? Someone is going to break the armbar, none other than Ronda Rousey! Okay, let's take some questions to all the audience from the Base Guys show fans.
Okay, let's see if there's any questions on the chat board. No, there's no questions on the chat board, Mike. If anybody has any questions, please ask Mike your questions, and then I'll ask Mike the questions.
Yes, I was asking questions out there. Anybody else out there?
What kind of sports do you do, Mike?
Love cross-country distance running, the marathon, and upcoming sophomore. And
when does can season begin? Is it can season beginning soon?
We just all washed out. It should be up to at least in the 40s and 60 degrees. It started to reach the warm up. And,
I collect my cans, Mike. I've got a bag of cans, and when I go shopping, I can get like $2 or $3 off my shopping.
That's 60 cans in Canada. That's at least 2 cents American.
Wow.
So we like recycling.
So American cans are worth more than Canadian cans, right?
5 cents a can, but except for Michigan, you have to go with a dime a can.
Okay.
Yep.
And what do you do with the proceeds from the can money?
Goes to the Mahomes Cross Country Organization account. But now, like it always says, like it always says, it's all the benefit for my 35th season in my own organization of the Michael Mahomes Cross Country Racing Series, this coming late August and into all the way to the December to the Mahomes Cross Country Banquet with 2 options, 2 non-sanctioned events. One is the Nike Cross Nationals or the Foot Locker Cross Country National Championships. The first one in Portland, the other one in San Diego.
Mike, I think I need to take a sleep for like 2 weeks. I feel tired. I feel run down. Any advice?
My advice is just don't sleep like a bear.
Don't sleep like a bear. Okay.
All right. Before I'd like to say to you, any last questions in the audience?
We have Rich Burgundy saying, hello, bass guy. No, that's it. It's really quiet on the board today, Mike.
Coming up, we're going to have the preview of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Also, we have the Pump Professional Baseball, Australian Rules Football. It's coming up from this regular season. We're officially out of time. And also, we'd like to send a look. You're not going to believe this. The infamous Janessa Brazil is going to try to make minced meat out of me. She's tried to scare me all along for the past 5 years. This is no joke. So, Janessa Brazil, I just give you a shout out respectfully from her hometown of Tampa, Florida. We are running out of time. I'm Michael P. Mahone, and this is the Base D Show!
Thanks, Mike. You did a great job today. Great job today, Mike. Take care.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike the Can Man. We actually have the book here. We haven't used this book in years, really. And this is More Good Clean Jokes by Bob Phillips. We used to read out of this book a lot. The language is clean. but I think that's about it. We called Bob Phillips' office once, and we got through to the office. He wouldn't take our call. It was a long time ago. So 112. Wow, I didn't even ask the question. That's how in tune the remaining surviving bass gang has, where they just read my mind. We're on page 112, and this is called School Days with a Z. If the dean of students doesn't take back what he said to me, I'm going to leave college. What did he say? He told me to leave college. I'm going to jam a little song now. This is called Freddie the Freeloader. Freddie the Freeloader. Thanks for watching the show today, everybody. If anybody ever wants to help out the Bass Guy Show, this is just a polite little reminder that we have stuff available on our website. We got Bass Guy Show Cup, t-shirts, a whole bunch of stuff, different ways that you can help the show, support the show. Got all different kinds of merch on bassguyshow.com. There's a whole bunch of stuff there that you can check out. I'm trying to get the right images up here. There you go. Get yourself a beautiful black t-shirt. The dirtier it gets, I forget how the saying goes. You can also just subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can interrupt this live stream by going to tipbassguy.com, and our main goal is to pay the internet bill each month. Please give us a thumbs up as well, and all of that kind of stuff. Thank you for watching. Bass Guy loves you. No fear. Quick little jam, and then we'll go. God must be a boogeyman. CDs available for instant download in any format you choose. There's even a lot of free music out there on my website. There's a brand new song called Reality Sandwich featuring our friend Barry, Dr. Nair Mumstead. It's completely free for you to download. But if you want to help out, we got CDs, shirts, there's a donation button. If you believe in this show and you'd like to see the show get better and grow and reach a wider audience, and we're going to try and get more guests on the show as well, then please just go to bassguyshow.com and everything you need to know is there. I want to thank you all for being here. And, oh my God, man. This happens every time I'm frickin' ending the show. There's someone tapping at my window. Unbelievable. I'll show you. There's the window. And they just... Oh, man. Fuck. 1 second. I really apologize. 1 second, everybody. There's someone at my window. Oh, man. Keep doing something with the window here.
What am I doing?
That one has glasses.
Scarlet the Fluffy Cat. So Gajana's saying that the Can Man scared her dogs away. That's the kind of show that we got here.
Is life.
thanks for watching the show, everybody. If you enjoyed this show and you'd like to check out the latest show, click over here. If you want to subscribe to the Bass Guy Show, click over there. If you want to check out our merch, click over there. Bass Guy loves you. No fear.